you'll find immortality to be more of a curse than a blessing.
I'm sure you'll find immortality to be more cringe.
Is it time for Edge Hour?
Is it time
Oh,
for
we're
edging?
edging?
Edge,
Oh,
edge,
God.
edge,
It's
edge.
always time
On
for
it.
Y'all made
On
the
it.
same joke.
You gotta be wary with what you say.
Yo, I mean, hey, if we're playing Catherine, let's fucking go.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Oh, like the book?
No, the game, Catherine, because Edge.
Oh. Isn't there a vampire
Oh, ha ha ha.
Catherine?
Ha ha.
But yes. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
It's okay. I try.
No, I'm familiar with the game too.
Now,
Yeah, I watched
Should probably pull
PewDiePie
everything
play it years and years ago. Alright, it's now 5 p.m. Everyone is here, so might as well start.
Mostly.
So, welcome back to Curse of Strahd. Last time, our party met a guard, and he told them a little bit about the lay of the land, and they decided to go get some winery to get access to a town. They found the owner of the winery camped outside in the woods, and he said he was looking for his family. The party also discovered that he suffered some kind of amnesia, and that he might have been attacked in some way. The party did their long rest, and the owner of the winery, Davian Marnikov, decided to depart into the woods mysteriously for no apparent reason. Kieran, with his bravery, decided to follow the footprints laid out by the man, while everyone else slept. And to their horror, they found many, many plant creatures swarming the entire winery. They then ran all the way back to the rest of the party, woke them up with the crack of a whip, and snuck past each and every creature inside the winery. They found a couple of items inside, and are now inside the cellar. They seem to have found a mysterious man garbed in very murky, muddy, grimy pelts and skulls. And right beside him is the corpse of Davian Marnikov. Squeaks is now creeping behind this man. What do you do?
I'm at the back of the line, so I don't know what's going on.
should we go in there? Squeaks is already in Azur, so maybe we should follow.
Then let's get the line moving.
Squeaks is doing all kinds of hand signals that is depicting death. So slitting her own throat, pretending to stab herself. She looks very distressed, and she's pointing in the direction of Davian's body.
She's gone full Scooby Doo.
God.
Well, Lottie, are you going to enter?
Might as well. Hold on.
You have to put on the voice for it.
I have forgotten how to do it. I'm trying.
I've forgotten how to be French.
See, I'm trying not to have her be too the low-voiced Widowmaker French. More Watson from Apex, but
I mean,
Alright.
Whatever's easier for you.
yeah. Well, I don't see how we can stay out here much longer. Um, the person who asked for our help is dead, apparently. But perhaps if we jump in now, we can we can give his Meldor. We have the Oh my God, I can't talk today. The element of surprise.
If you want, we can just ditch the accent and just
No, I'll get back to it. It's just not gonna be consistent.
have to
Question.
loose the wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Question for the DM: Does he look freshly dead? Like,
You're kind of behind Kieran and Lottie, so you kind of can't really tell from where you're at, but you can give me a perception to try and tell, or you can try to get closer inside.
I shall attempt perception. I am hesitant to alert them to our presence.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is adding up. That is a 14.
It's a bit dark, but you can see fresh blood.
I see. If we go
Well, then
now,
let's get in there.
I think I could try and get him up.
All right. And we go.
Has our pass worn off by now, or do we still have it?
I'd say you still have it. It's not been an hour, I don't think, since you came in here.
All right. What are the rules for attempting to knock somebody out?
Ooh,
No clue.
whatever you want it to be.
Okay. Well, I'd say first it'd be a roll to sneak to not get caught, and then roll to hit, I guess.
All right. Well, if pass is still up, then I still have my +10 for sneaking.
Yeah, you do.
So-
Mhm.
Yep. I want to sneak up behind the dude.
Mhm.
So that would be a 33.
Whoa!
Yeah, that
Gone.
Damn.
he has no idea that you're even there. He's just kind of he has a flame over his hand, hovering over his thumb, and he's just constantly whirling it around, trying to look for something.
All right. Well, I want to try to knock him out.
Roll to hit.
Okay. Is that an unarmed strike, or what is it?
Depends on you. If you have some kind of blunt instrument, like a club, you can use that, or you could try choking him out with your hands.
Oh, hell yeah. I
Ugly
could
bird
choke
arms
him out. Ugly bird arms. All right. So, do you
And
want
if he
an
doesn't
unarmed
see
strike,
the
or do you
attack, would
want
it
a
be at an
strength thing?
advantage?
It's up to you.
That's a good point.
It's your
If he
move.
doesn't see it, do I have advantage?
Advantage on what?
If he doesn't see me coming.
An advantage on the hit. On the 2 hit.
It's a bit loosey, but we're kind of making it up as we go along. Sure.
All right. So you said I can either choose unarmed strike or a strength.
Yes.
Let's try unarmed strike.
Let's go.
Okay, so with advantage, my highest is an 18.
That definitely beats his AC. Okay.
All right. Well, I want to jump on his back and put him in a chokehold then.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to be squawking the entire time, very angrily.
God, that's fucking horrifying.
This wants your eyes.
All right. I think that I'll take that as my signal to rush on in.
Yep. Following along.
What the hell?
Would a firm smack of my quarterstaff be enough to subdue him
You're just
entirely.
bum rushing him.
To
Yeah.
fucking help knock him out. Yes. Let's go.
Well, you're not exactly in combat yet, but I don't know.
It's up
This
to
is
you.
weird.
It's
I'm
totally
cutting
up
off
to
his
you.
air supply. Fuck you.
It's totally up to you, DM.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to firmly smack his noggin with my quarterstaff.
Okay, roll to make sure you hit him and not Squeaks.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Gonna
Please
try.
don't hit me. Please
Gonna
don't
try.
hit me.
Hit the bird. Hit the
That is
bird.
a
You have
I
to
am
be
not a
you have to beat a
pinata.
14 to not hit Squeaks.
God
That-
fucking.
Uh-oh.
what's my plus? Plus 1, so that's a 16 total.
Ooh.
Oh
Okay,
God, yes.
So you just fucking bonk him on the cranium as as this bird is trying to bring him to the ground, and so the man covered in grime and in blood and skulls, he is choking really hard on on Squeaks'
bird
arms.
I was gonna say on Squeaks' dick. I know that's what you were thinking.
Oh lord.
and
Oh, I
Got
thought
that
those were
big
your
dick
arms. I
energy,
and
didn't
man.
realize that was your
you whack the
appendage.
shit out of him, and he's out cold now.
Oh fuck. Can I? Okay,
Vincent moves in.
can Squeaks put up her hand as a high five to my Skaven bro here?
Oh,
Okay, well,
not bad yourself, Luan.
I didn't expect you to be so violent, Reginald.
shit.
Well, with all the noise that was going on, I was sure it would last. All of them.
I'm gonna move you in there with them, Reginald.
Thank you, thank you.
Can maybe Reginald and I maybe dual medicine check this guy to see if we can stabilize him?
Who?
Dead man?
How are
he's-
you gonna stabilize a corpse?
Well, we're trying to figure out if he is dead or like what's going on.
He is
I think
dead.
we just were told he was
he's
dead.
completely dead.
Yeah,
I see.
He
there
is-
there is no way to resuscitate him.
He's not mostly dead.
No.
He's really most sincerely dead.
Yeah.
Which, sidebar, in case anybody didn't know, and Javi, I don't think I'm giving away secrets, but we don't get death saves in this game, correct?
That's in the house rules, so no, it's not
Okay.
a giveaway.
But maybe not everybody read that because I didn't read that. When you go to 0 hit points, you're dead.
Yes. The only
death
thing I
saves.
need to add is just the economy, but basically it just means that copper coins is like $1, silver coins is like $5, and gold is like $10. That's
Oh god.
that's the
The economy.
nitty-gritty. That's the only
What
thing.
is the what is that cleric spell? Not stabilize, but what's it called?
Revivify?
No. It's a cantrip.
No
Are
idea.
you talking
the
Spare the
dying.
Dying?
So spare the dying is completely useless, is what I understand.
What does Spare the Dying do? Like heal people who are near death?
Stabilize them when they're at 0.
Does that work on corpses? I don't think
Well,
so.
it doesn't bring them to life, but like it's more for
It's for when
PCs.
you're
Freshly
at
dead.
0, when you're freshly hit 0 while you're making death saves, somebody can come up to you and either do a medicine check to stabilize you, or a cleric can cast Spare the Dying. You quit doing death saves. And
I'll say you can attempt it, but with disadvantage. If that's what you want to do, Kieran.
well, I don't think he has Spare the Dying. And that was 2 different. Yeah.
All right then.
But yeah, if Spare the Dying's useless, I'm not keeping it.
That's one thing I was gonna be like.
Yeah, like homie.
All right then. Well, yes. The man you both just assaulted is unconscious, but Davian is very dead.
Okay.
What's the
So,
point of
all right.
keeping this guy alive then?
Well, he might be able to give us
Information.
some answers. Yes, as All right, let me remember everyone's name. All right, Vincent. As Vincent said, everybody in here has like 6 different names I have to remember for themselves.
What?
Squeaks wants to take out a rope and tie this dude up.
Does she have one?
Yes.
Is it long enough to wrap around a person? Is it like
Uh,
The
more?
adventuring
it's 50
the
feet.
adventuring pack
Yeah.
comes with like 50-foot rope.
50
I assume that's what we're talking
enough.
about.
That's enough. Yeah. Sure, you can tie him up with.
You can mummify him.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do just that.
No.
And then I want to rip off a piece of my outfit to just kind of shove it in his mouth.
Okay.
Just for now.
Okay.
Little one, much has gotten into you.
Okay. As you tear apart some of your clothing at the fabric, you pry open his jaw, and it smells absolutely foul.
Oh god, he's got halitosis.
Okay, I'm
What
gonna
does
shove it in
smell
there.
like?
I'm gonna shove it in there deep.
Ah,
Oh. Okay.
Vincent's like, do I like this?
His teeth. His
Oh.
teeth are reddish brown. His gums look diseased.
Oh my.
Do I have any soap?
can someone
Oh
do
my
a
God.
dentistry check?
I do not have soap. Damn.
What were you going to do with soap?
Shove it in his mouth.
Okay.
No need to for that. If it's really bothering you that much, I could. I have a little trick up my sleeve that could help with that.
Ooh, what are you planning?
I could just clean his mouth with prestidigitation.
But think of the the mold biomes that could be thriving in there.
The god's dental state aside,
You you notice a guy completely in fur and skulls, and his teeth are what you pay attention to.
Yeah?
his,
What
his-
else is there?
Oh, DM.
Good question. I'll answer that once Squeaks and gives me her question.
Can I go through his pockets?
Yes, you absolutely may.
Alright. I'm not gonna be subtle about it either. I am going through his stuff.
Okay. So in his pockets there isn't really much of anything, just soot, soil, dust, except for one particularly thorny red rose.
Ooh.
Is it shiny?
No, it's more dark.
I don't want it.
God damn it! Do you at least hold it up so we can see?
Nope, but I'll wave Reginald over.
Okay.
Also, it is pretty dark in here, and his flame
Everything's dark.
was pretty much the only light source. Do you guys have a torch or something?
I have one. I can light my torch back up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wave Reginald over.
what is it you found?
She points to the rose. She does not look interested in it whatsoever, but she thought maybe you would be.
How cute.
How
Aw.
considerate.
You finish first.
I pick it up. Do I sense any arcane energy coming from it?
Give me Arcana check.
Aye, very well. Oof. That is 3 plus 5, an 8.
With an
Ooh,
8,
rough.
you feel the cold from the environment and the lack of light kind of stifle your senses a bit. but the flower does indeed feel magical.
Oh, interesting.
Lottie, as you light your torch, the appearance of a wooden staff right beside the man illuminates.
Oh, what do we have here?
What
Can
next?
I?
What illuminates?
A wooden staff.
Shiny.
Somebody say shiny.
Is it shiny or is it glowing with like arcane like you say it illuminates as in it glows itself?
No.
Or it is
you-
illuminated.
It's illuminated by your light.
Okay.
It.
So
The
I
way
don't
it
notice
looks-
any.
Let me
Sorry,
describe
go
it
ahead.
better. Let me describe it
Sorry.
better. So, as you light your torch, the room around you illuminates in an orange flame, and on the floor next to the man is a dark wooden bundle of sticks assigned together into the shape of a staff that has dark, sort of ash-like substance emanating from it.
Okay. So there's ash emanating from it?
It does appear to be ash, yes.
Alright. I'll kind of poke it. See if it does anything.
You lightly poke at the darkened staff, and it moves a bit, rolls a bit, and even with the little bit of your finger, it pricks you,
Hmm.
and a slight drop of blood comes out of the tip of your fingertip.
But I didn't see any thorns or anything on it, yeah?
It did not appear particularly thorny, no.
Made of fiberglass foam. Oh no. That
Cotton
stuff.
candy.
um uh, there's something weird over here, but don't touch it. It bit me.
It bit me.
The staff bit you.
It poked me, but I don't see any thorns on it or anything.
A biting staff sounds very intriguing.
Speaking of thorns, I'm getting an unusual energy coming from this rose.
Ah. Interesting.
Squeaks, you said you found this thing in his pocket, did you?
She nods.
A man carrying around a rose with thorns in his own pocket.
Oh my god, do you think these two are on a date?
What?
If it was a date that ended very badly, a date with death. Death. I fucked up my joke because I lisped.
You're fine. What I mean to say is that this would have inevitably poked him. It would have been uncomfortable. Why would he be carrying it in his own pocket?
Perhaps it is some sort of enchantment, or I don't know.
Should we take the staff with us? He says as he's already kind of reaching for it.
Do you touch it?
If no one stops me, I touch it.
Oh god. Alright,
I firmly grasp it in my hand.
maybe,
Oh, what?
Vincent, maybe, I have an idea. How about
His hand is shaking over it, but
okay?
it's a biting staff.
I
It's
I know.
going to bite
But
you, you idiot. Don't
I
touch it. Or
that
wear
that
some gloves or something.
that's I have an idea about the staff, maybe. If
Well, what is it?
well, uh, uh, Lot Lottie, you said it hurt when you touched it, right?
It pricked me. And I'll show, like, my finger that's bleeding or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, um, maybe what we should do is, um, Kieran just pulls out the crowbar. Okay, okay. What if we tie a rope around it? That way we can just drag it along and not actually, uh, touch it. And maybe save some injuries, or if it's really weird or anything like that.
Before we do, I'd like to find out what sort of magic is emanating off of all these artifacts. If you
Oh.
please stand back for just a moment.
Of course. I look very enthusiastic to see what you're gonna do.
I cast
I'm going.
detect.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to say I'm gonna post the image of the staff in general.
Oh, crap!
Oh, that definitely doesn't look cursed.
It looks
As-
like it was burning.
As much of a hunch I have as to what school this belongs to, I'd just like to be sure. I cast detect magic in an attempt to find out what school of magic both the rose and the staff are affiliated with.
Okay. So you cast it. You create a sort of magical ward with your hands, and it envelops the staff. It emanates entourage of colors: purple, green, blue, and the blackness of the staff seems to try to numb the colors. You feel you feel like this staff has a connection to something greater. It it feels particularly druidic, but you cannot tell with absolute certainty if it comes from a school that you know of.
What?
Well, these certainly are affiliated with the natural. Therein lies the problem. Nature is chaos. It is good and bad. Helpful and destructive. We must use caution.
Do you see anything on that rose?
Do I pick up anything on the rose?
Casting detect magic, the colors emanate from the staff, and it also like flame being drawn to another location, pointing sideways. The colors point towards the flower.
These two are most definitely intertwined.
What?
Do you think they have something to do with the constructs outside? Perhaps is the same.
I could see that. You said nature, and those things are definitely made of nature.
Hmm.
Perhaps it controls them.
Perhaps.
All the more reason to bring it with us.
You don't suppose the constructs outside would notice that it's outside of its normal bearer's hands, do you?
Only one way to tell.
single bead of sweat drops down Reggie's face.
My hand goes for the staff again.
Once again, Hudson, I still say crowbar and we tie it and we drag it.
But what if it will stop those constructs outside?
Mm,
Besides, what could possibly go wrong when I have
A lot could go wrong. A lot could go wrong. Don't you even start with me,
a
Vincent.
cleric and another great inquisitive mind? Besides, Lottie has gotten me out of worse situations.
Oh my god.
Can't uncurse you if you touch something that's cursed.
I don't even know that much magic for that yet. You're gonna insist on touching it, aren't you?
I
At
really
least-
want to touch it.
Does he have gloves on?
I mean, he has his gauntlets, technically, but I don't think that would prevent whatever this is.
Okay, I'm gonna see. Do I have like a coat or something we can pick it up with? Like I can take off and wrap around it. Just wrap around. Do a little wrap around. Anyway, nobody got that. So yeah, it's like I'd say we need to go ahead and pick it up with a cloak or something to shield our hands, or just kick some dirt over it and leave it.
What do you all do?
Lottie's not touching that shit. She got poked before. She's, stabbed me once. Shame on
Tyrion's
me.
just going to like tear part of his dress and go,
Okay, there, cloth.
Oh, fine. I grab the cloth and I grab the staff.
Okay, which hand, mechanical or non?
I would say mechanical to try to not bleed on the staff, considering it made her bleed. And
All right.
can't get rid of it. It's not a human hand.
All right, your mechanical hand reaches over the black staff, and as you're touching the fabric, thorns sprout from the staff, and the thorns, like vines, shoot up your arm to the part where it's flesh.
Fascinating.
Vincent, you should drop it. Drop it.
Give me a con saving throw, Vincent.
Yes.
Vincent gonna die.
10.
Vincent really gonna die.
Okay.
There still might be something that I can do, though. Don't worry.
All is not yet lost.
Not yet.
You take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, necrotic. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. 6 damage taken. This thing has a bite after all.
You are now attuned to the staff. Go ahead and search up the item I told you about earlier and select the second option.
Okay, I already forget the name of it, though.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna tell you what
Yeah.
to type so I don't reveal what it is.
Yeah, I got you. Yes. Okay. And I'm auto-attuned. Ooh. A speedy process. So now I can read what it does, right? Okay.
Think of it as you attune to it, the nature of the staff and what you can do with it automatically gets absorbed into your brain.
Ah.
Also, that 6 necrotic damage you took is sapped from your HP. your max HP.
Ooh. Forever?
Oh crap!
Yes.
Oh god!
Yeah, it's cursed. Isn't that like all your HP though?
No, I have 27 total.
Okay. So you just wait. How much was?
6.
Mm.
So max HP is now 21.
All right. Are you doing okay over there, Vincent? You look
No,
a little
no.
pale.
It appears to have some sort of hunger for flesh. It crawled right past my robotic arm into my upper arm and is
I can see that.
seemingly rooting.
Doesn't sound particularly healthy.
No,
Can
no, not at all.
Can you put it down?
Can I put it down?
Try it.
I put it down.
You open the contraption in your hand, and the thing lets go from the flesh of your arm, and it drops to the floor again.
So we're leaving that thing now, yes? Yes? Because, I don't want to see danger.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, from what I saw, or rather what it showed me, was it definitely seems to be controlling the ones outside.
Hmm.
What do you do?
I think, at least for the time being, bringing it with us to provide a safe passage, and then perhaps studying it.
I guess. Okay.
I pick it back up.
Give me another
What-
con save with advantage.
What?
Oh,
Is it gonna every time he picks it up? Is it gonna take his health?
with advantage, I got a 19.
It does not sap any HP from you this time.
Jesus.
The bark is worse than the bite. Get it? Because it's nature.
Very
I don't
funny,
think you got
Vincent.
it. Let me explain it for you.
No, Vincent. No.
Oh,
Okay. Let's. We.
Queeks is just gonna bonk Vincent.
Wow.
Oh no.
So, what do we want to do with him?
Well, I think I can kind of command those things outside. We could probably do a burial for him if you find it fit.
Queeks wants
Did we check his
to-
pockets or anything?
Oh,
No,
good point.
I could take a look unless someone else would like to. Squeaks, you may not want to watch this.
Squeak certainly does not want to watch this, so she will turn away. But she's gonna watch the tied up dude like a hawk.
That is a good point. We can maybe make it a double burial.
What?
No.
Oh dear.
Squeaks nods vigorously.
Or perhaps now that he is unarmed and has an inability to defend himself, we could perhaps wake him up. But magic casters can be tricky, so just make sure he can't move that well.
Yes, I'd like to take extra precaution to make sure that his hands are tied.
And his mouth is still canonically stuffed, so he can't even do verbal spells.
I might have
What are you thinking?
I would know how. I think I have an idea of how to wake him up, and it would
Oh,
wake
I was
him
just
up
going
very
to hit
quickly.
him. Or, you know, I could always do this, and my robotic hand, like, looks like a taser for a minute.
Vincent, I think my way might be a bit more gentle.
Squeaks just kind of cocks her head at everybody and unsheathes her sword.
No.
Gentle?
Squeak.
I don't think I've ever really tried that.
She makes a stabby motion toward the guy.
No. Squeaks, wait,
Are
please.
you trying to stab him, or are you just poking him?
Just gesturing as if to stab him.
Oh,
Yes?
No.
Yes?
Perhaps you should do your thing before Squeaks gets any more stabby.
Okay, so Kieran's gonna just take out his whip and slap him awake with it.
Oh,
oh crap!
but that's gentle?
Yeah, that's
I'll be using blade drawn cantaloupe.
so
Just
yeah.
when we wake up.
Did you hit him?
I guess I can roll to hit if you want, sure.
Well, no, just tell me, do you hit him? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, I'm trying to hit him with the whip and just wake him up and be like, okay. Ah!
Okay,
Thing
you...
where you like trip and fall and grab their boob by accident. Or the dick. Or both.
Ignore husband. Continue.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you... I guess you crack your whip across his face, and he sprouts awake. Whoa!
Okay, good.
What the hell?
You're awake.
He's
Who the hell
gagged.
are
He's
you?
gagged. He's gagged.
Oh yeah, he's right.
We may have a few questions if you don't mind. And if you could please answer them honestly. Otherwise we might have to get a little less gentle. And I apologize about the thing. I thought it would be softer. And,
Don't worry, Magic Man. You don't even have your staff or precious rose either. You're defenseless, so don't even try anything. Shall we remove the gag?
Bit of a risk.
Well, we can't get any information out of him with it gagged. We might as well just leave.
Unless we ask yes or no questions.
Can you comprehend that? A yes or no question. One grunt for yes, two for no.
Or he can just nod or shake his head.
The man kind of gives you all some kind of like this vulgar look.
Put my sword to his throat.
See, I told you he doesn't understand. He can't even grunt once.
okay. Please. We don't mean to harm you. I for the most part. We just need some answers. And please, if you could please give them to us. It would be very much appreciated so we could get out of this room. Okay?
Persuasion check.
Ooh.
This is not what he's good at!
None of us are.
That's a 14!
Oh, that's not bad.
14. He kind of calms down a bit for now, but still visibly angry.
Alright, so...
You know what? This is going to take forever with the yes or no questions, and I go reach forward to let the gag down. You try anything, I blow your face off, okay? And I show him my gun.
Yeah, I also want to put. I also want to
Sure.
put my sword to his throat. So
Oh my god, yes.
So,
I want to cover our bases.
All right. I take the gag down. First of all, who the hell are you?
yes.
He's trying to gasp. He's gasping. Name's Viltrum. Who the hell are you?
You
I
smell.
don't really think you are in a position to be asking questions, friend.
I mean, this isn't your house, right? You know.
Don't think this yours neither.
No,
No.
but we were actually sent here. Sorry, I think one of us should talk. I don't want to keep
Right,
interrupting.
go
you,
ahead.
sorry.
No, you weren't
You go ahead.
interrupting.
You go ahead.
You weren't interrupting. I didn't want to just take over either.
Well, I don't want to take over you.
Well, shit. Now nobody's talking.
Lottie, please keep questions.
All right.
Yeah.
So your name is Viltrum, yes? We were sent by the person who owns this house, but you seem to have killed over here. So we'd kind of like to know what the hell is going on. What's your version of the events? And this, I would like to remind you, is your chance to save your life, but I would recommend not lying as well.
Well, who that schmuck is a creature. A sickly, vile one.
Well, he looks pretty dead to me.
That's how they all should be.
A creature like how?
His whole family is vermin. They're thieves.
Meaning?
Birds. They keep
Birds.
Squeaks is offended.
Would you say a murderer is better than a thief?
at times. Yeah.
But the birds can be a murder, right?
I punch Charlotte.
Squeaks approves of this joke.
I didn't punch you when you did a bad joke.
Sorry, violent rage for a minute.
It's that stupid step. I'm going to burn
It
it.
just wants more blood. It's really not that bad. But yes, continue.
Who are you saying continue to?
I thought you were saying continue to the person.
Yeah, NPC or PC.
Viltrum.
Yeah.
His whole family robbed mine years ago. We came back here to find what's ours.
What is yours?
Our symbol. Our holy raven symbol. They stole it.
Oh. Well, what evidence do you have that they did this? And why did you not go with your quarrel to the leader of the land as is custom in, I don't know, most places?
What the fuck are you talking about, lady?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Take my quarrel. What do you think I look like? What am I to you?
A person?
My family is of the woods. We are the druids of Yester Hill. You don't negotiate with thieves and civilized people.
Oh. So you're the people he was telling us to come kill? Or whatever. Because the woods had quarrel. He seemed confused as to why you had a quarrel with him. Actually, he seemed confused about a lot of things.
You happen to not be able to remember most of what happened. Would that happen to be your doing?
Yeah. Looks about it.
Huh?
Yes.
I'm not sure what. Okay. I see. It seems kind of counterproductive if you wanted information from him about where your seal was or what have you. If you were going to just squish his mind.
I had him in my grasp, but the damn thing overpowered me. Most I could
What
do,
overpowered you?
him.
It's
dead
going to be
man
very
overpowered
confusing if you. Yes.
He overpowered me. He came back to his place and I was here. We had a scuffle. He won until I got the upper hand. Then he went off.
Went off? Oh, you're talking about before. This is before
Like
we ran
right
into him.
now. Well, what was this precious artifact that you claim he stole?
Our holy symbol, ravens. It looks a bit like it's got a sun on it.
When we ran his pockets, did he have it?
He did not.
Well, we've been all over this house and hasn't seen it. Perhaps he is not the one who stole it.
And why would he want? Sorry, go ahead.
If you already know this guy, then you know he has an affinity for birds and ravens. Why do you think he does?
Because he likes birds and birds are cool. I'll give a thumbs up to.
Because he
Squeak.
stole what's ours. Because he stole what's mine.
That seems like a considerable leap in logic.
I didn't
But,
ask for your opinion.
Hey, DM.
Yeah?
I took a. So, Squeaks took a good look at that. At the locket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can she pull it out?
Yeah. What does she do with it?
She just kind of dangles it in front of him.
He gets excited for a bit because he thinks he sees what he's looking for, but then he sees it. Then he sees it for real, better, and then he says, "Oh, just an indignation."
She does point to the crest on it, though.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Hold on a minute. Is this the same crest that we saw on the dead guy?
It is not.
Okay. Just clarifying. So I'm going to make a leap of logic here. Some sort of magic item.
Yeah, you can say that. It belongs to us.
All right. You've established this.
And apparently you know what it looks like.
Well, this is my first time seeing that locket, but it was a decent guess. A raven symbol. I can't think of anything else to ask. Vincent,
Yes.
any ideas?
So, is that why you have all those tree things out there? Are you searching the property?
The blights are mine. Yeah. They obey
Well,
my will.
I believe were would be the correct way to say that. I
Were.
shake the staff.
So you're thieves too.
Well,
Figures.
Wait, one second. Excuse me.
What?
You are a thief.
Excuse me?
You are the ultimate thief, and do you even understand why
Tell me
you
why.
stole a life? Thus, you are truly the ultimate thief. Do not criticize and judge other thieves when you are just as bad, if not worse, than them.
Are you familiar with capital punishment?
Are you familiar with the laws of Coralon? Are you familiar with the value of a life?
No, and I don't give a shit.
Then you unfortunately, are a waste of a precious life.
Well, then what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna be killed too.
Nothing if you help us out.
Why
The
would
thing
I
is,
already
we
have a
could-
few ideas.
The thing is, we, gracious, how much do we want to get entrenched in the affairs of this country that we don't know much about? What do we came here to help them? It has obviously been that was obviously a farce. I want to get home. I don't know about the rest of you.
Well, we already have what
And
we
I'd like-
need.
Yes, I'd
The
like
wine
to
is
get
upstairs.
lodging.
We can just take that and go back to the next town.
If this
How
ain't your
about
home,
this?
if this ain't your home, lady, then you ain't never seeing home.
Hmm.
I suggest we just go.
Here's an
do
idea.
your-
Here's an idea. We get the wine, yes?
Yes.
And we take this man to where we were going to take the wine. And the Lord there can administer his justice however we choose, and we can wash our hands of this matter.
No, he's too much of a waste.
And Kieran's just going to start walking.
It.
I do have an idea. If we can bring him up where the blights are, there might be something fun we could do.
I would like to make sure that we can ensure passage out of this vineyard.
Well, of course. The blights will
Is-
listen to me now.
That's just a theory. We don't know that for sure.
Would you like me to go up and see?
Yeah.
Sure.
Would you like to go up and see?
Alright, you can put the gag back on his mouth now.
Vincent, please do at least think about this. If you fail, we will have the full force of each and every construct out there at our necks.
Not if I can serve as a distraction. Worst case scenario.
Are you prepared to make that sacrifice?
Science cannot progress without sacrifice.
You're a strange fellow, Vincent, but brave.
Less
I'd
brave
like
and
to-
more inquisitive.
I'd like to go make sure he doesn't kill himself, but I don't want to leave this person unattended, so if someone could watch him, then,
Well, again, if we all go up, I can go out alone and you can watch from the windows.
take a
Sweet, sweet
sniper
snake.
position.
Would that work?
Squeaks is willing to stay back.
Alright.
She's just gonna sit herself in front of this guy.
Make sure he stays gagged and bound. Till we
I
sort
curl
this
this
mess out.
And I start to head up.
So Vincent, you are as you
Yes.
are opening the door, leaving the chilled, dark cellar room, and you are ascending the stairs step by step.
I will be following him.
You feel a hand on your shoulder.
I look.
No one is there, except for Lottie.
Lottie,
Is there-
you don't have to be so concerned. This will be fine.
I'm not that worried.
Then
Did
why
I
do
see-
you so choose to hold my shoulder?
I wasn't, as you can see. I'm about 4 or 5 steps behind you.
Ah,
Uh,
never mind again.
I am a little concerned that that staff is making you hallucinate now.
No visual or auditory hallucinations, at least as of yet. Shall we continue?
Sure, but I will not hesitate to burn that stick.
Vincent,
Yeah.
as you are concluding your topic with Lottie, you turn back around to try and ascend the stairs, and there stands Davian in front of you.
Who?
Davian.
You look rather up and about for a dead man.
Do I see him?
You do not. You do not know who Vincent is talking to.
Oh my god.
Vincent, you know how you said that there were no audio or visual hallucinations? I think
Yes.
that may have changed.
Do you not see the Birdman in front of me?
No?
Does he look like off or different? Does he look the same?
He. You can give me a medicine check to see his condition.
Medicine. 16.
16. You could see how he's been bludgeoned in various parts of his body, and his clothes seem to be oozing some amount of blood, and his skin appears very, very pale, and his veins appear blackened.
Ah, you perhaps are a creature that they were describing you as. Do you need something?
Vincent?
Also, just curious, is the body gone? Like, do the people in the room notice the body gone, or is this just something I'm seeing?
You do not know. Davian takes a step forward. He leans closer to your ear and says, "Bring him to Kresk." For vanishing.
Lottie, bear with me, would you? I know I said no auditory or visual hallucinations, but I think that dead man just appeared to me in a vision. He said, bring him to Kresk. I think we are to bring that druid man with us.
Oh, what?
Shall we inform the others? Or do you still want to do my experiment?
Let's proceed with the experiment. You will step outside, attempt to command the constructs. If you fail, you will run back inside like a bitch as fast as you can, because I don't want to go out there and fight them all by myself.
Very well, I can do that.
Okay. Very cool. So both of you head up the stairs through the winery, the winery's first floor. Before we get to Vincent's experiment, what do Kieran, Squeaks, and Reginald do? You have the druid man, whose name's Viltrum, and he seems very unruly, for lack of a more civilized, better term. And you have the dead body of the owner of the winery.
Are the wood constructs outside Viltrumites?
Well,
Never mind.
okay.
Squeaks is just perched in front of him, staring him down, unblinking.
Just leaning in.
No, she's not moving, and she's staring him down, and she's not blinking.
You're a bitch.
That's essentially what's, going through her head right now, yeah.
What about the rest of you?
Is there anything that I could take
Give me perception.
from? Sure thing. Like, essentially, what I'm trying to find is something that I could take back from the corpse to his son, the innkeeper. That is 16. That is 19.
19. So you kind of go through the pockets of Davian, and you don't see anything of particular value, but you do notice a little glass tincture, like a tiny little bottle, and inside it's mostly empty, but you see traces of honey.
Seems this man had a run-in with that canine that we did as well. Perhaps Vincent would wish to make use of this.
Viltrum kind of perks up a bit, going like trying to talk at the mention of the dog.
I see, so he's of interest to you as well.
He nods yes.
One of your forest brethren?
He nods yes.
I see. How many of them are there? Are there more than one? I mean to say?
Be specific.
The dogs with the dog with the honeycomb face. Is there more than one of his kind roaming around these forests?
What's your passive insight?
Passive insight. 11.
He shakes his head no.
Right.
What do you
So
do,
sorry.
Kieran?
At this point, Kieran's just staying by the door, pretty much waiting for the signal for us to actually start moving.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so as they all accompany Viltrum, the two of you make it up to the winery first floor. And you're currently inside, and you know that the creatures are still out there as you left them.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Were there any windows along like the front of this?
There was one on the second floor.
Are we able to? We can still access this door right here, though, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Let me see what I can do here, Lottie. I open the door carefully and slowly. I'll step outside. Is this homie still here?
Yeah.
All right. Not sure what this actually does. I raise the staff and I say, rest. Perhaps in trouble.
The two creatures assemble in front of you, Vincent. And at the
Yes.
words of rest, your words rest, they disassemble into the ground and root themselves into it.
Ah, delightful. You two deserve it. Please enjoy. I open the door and I go back inside. I made two of them go back into the ground, Lottie. I think we'll be fine.
I assume that I witnessed this as well, so I'll kind of nod
Would I
my head.
lie to you?
Yes.
Oh.
I believe so, I would. I don't trust you that much, Vincent.
That is fair. I suppose if you want to bring the rest of them up, I can see if I can stay up here and clear out the rest of them.
Let's go get Cieziels and give them an update. Are those crows and stuff still out and about?
Yep. They're still there. cawing and being birds.
Matthew.
Hmm. Mm.
Um, perhaps should we do one final sweep looking for that artifact thing?
Yes, I am very curious about that. And if we have it in our possession, perhaps we have a bit of leverage over this fellow we have in the basement.
Very well. Let's go collect everyone, collect the wine. We have our hostage. Let's press on. I go with Lottie back downstairs and I collect everyone.
All right.
Okay. So all of you assemble to somewhere within the winery, about to leave, with Viltrum tied up by the hands, back, and I forgot the word. Stuffed in the mouth. I forgot the word for that.
Stuffed in the
Gagged.
mouth.
Gagged.
Gagged. Oh God.
Uses his mouth is stuffed.
With
Uh,
what? The woo?
So yeah, all of you are together and you are nearing the outside. Do you guys go outside?
I also want to be clear that we have maybe at least a couple bottles of the wine.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. That's what we came here for.
It's
I'll,
precious
I'll,
commodity.
I'll go out first and see how my new friends are doing. Yes, thank you all for gathering here. Please enjoy the rest of the night off and rest with your brethren.
The creatures stammer a bit, as if they are more responding to the word brethren.
Oh no, they're doing pro jobs.
How dare you?
Are they at least kind of like not looking aggressive?
No, they are completely passive, like they're awaiting orders.
Ah, perfect. All right, everyone, come, let's go. Oh, not you lot. Forgive me. You all may return to the ground.
They groan. They
Aw.
Minecraft villager noise.
and then one slumps over and falls backwards and seemingly falls unconscious.
Good.
One by one, they all do the same until the matter that they were composed of becomes assembled within the ground.
Delightful.
Nice work.
This may come in handy later. Yes, everyone, very well. Come along.
As
Birds on the way out.
as you guys begin to assemble and the blights, the creatures, become less prominent, a man steps out from the shade and is both impressed and scared.
From where? Oh. Freeze right there, friend, and you are.
Levias Krongst, guard of Kresk.
And how is it you managed to come all the way down here?
About 8 hours ago, we heard word from a woman that she would be coming towards this location, and we have not heard from her or anyone since. We have received a pardon from our Baron, Dmitry Kreskov, to check.
Oh, this is rather splendid then. It seems
Is he
like...
referring to me?
Yes, he is.
Oh,
This
you
is-
mean me?
This is Levias.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Mary.
Hello again. Such a pleasure. I do
I'm just gonna put
wonder.
all of you outside now.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
How very considerate of you to come check on me. I most appreciate it.
Are you in one piece, madam?
Yeah, as much as I ever am. I do have this one building with me, if you could relieve me of it. And
State.
she'll point at,
Vincent.
not Vincent, Viltrum, other V.
And who might this gentleman be?
Well, we don't have all the details, but we met a man who claimed to own this estate, and this one right here murdered that man, and we intervened, and that's the short version of the story.
I'm gonna put Viltrum's character on screen as well. Give me 1 second.
Take your time.
If I can find him. But he takes a look at Viltrum and notices his garb. He notices how dirty, muddy, and generally disgusting he looks. The image is gonna appear big, but he's not big. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Just no
And
mountain man.
Levias instantly believes you as he seems to recognize what he is. Oh, you caught one of them.
Yes.
And you
They
say
seem...
that he's committed murder.
Yes, he claimed that the owner of this estate, the wizard or whatever his name is, I forget his name. He claims that something was stolen from him, and in the process of attempting to reclaim it, he confessed to us at least to have murdered the wizard, whatever his name is, I forget. What's the
Davian.
But
wizard's
also-
name?
Davian.
Forgive me. You said one of them. These people have a reputation.
Oh yes, they are. He's like trying to not look him in the eye, but he keeps seeming to take glances at his mouth and stomach. They're
Interesting.
He's too scared to really say exactly what's on his mind, but he takes him by the back, and he just kind of pushes Viltrum along with the rest of the guards. Ugh. And you say that the owner of the winery has died. Is his body here?
It should be in the basement. Unless someone moved it and it wasn't us.
It was there last time we saw.
The guards then head inside the winery, and after about a minute, they reassemble with... Hold on, I think I did this. I think I didn't do this as smartly as I should have. They reassemble with Davian's corpse.
Oh my god, he's huge.
Grief, he's naked!
He told us he had family somewhere, an innkeeper. Perhaps there could be some means of returning his body to his family?
Absolutely. We shall take We shall take the be- beloved Wizard of Wine to Krez and give him a funeral.
He was well loved then, I take it?
He
I
was
did not
hope for
know.
all of Barovia, he and his family. If his family is missing due to these vermin, these scum, then we will set out to find them immediately.
Oh, they most definitely are.
I want to insight check him.
What are you, inside check what?
See, like, he's talking this guy up way too much, and I feel like
Oh, you think he's
he
an
has
imposter?
no, not even really an imposter, but I feel he's talking about this guy far too nicely. And I just want to make sure the guard's not, like, hiding anything back from us about this guy.
Alright, it's probably just as well. I'm gonna say Lottie
Alright,
straight
roll-
up trusts him
roll for
because
insight.
he seems like her kind of people.
23?
Silence.
My apologies. I got stuck up with something IRL.
I
No
thought
worries, Hobby.
I thought Loxy had uncovered something critical, and I was like,
No.
shit.
No,
I'm
I'm just giving you dramatic pause for the fun of it.
Okay.
No, you do with that higher roll, you do feel like he has some other thought in mind, but you don't think it's because of how he's talking. Like he is meaning everything he's saying, but he has an idea in mind as well.
There's something else going on in his head.
Yes.
Sus.
That,
Sus!
that,
Very
is, that is
full.
all you know. Or
Alright.
think, I should say.
Yeah. Kieran's just being a little sussy-wussy about this guy. Anyway, that was all.
Alright then. So...
Perhaps. Sorry,
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say perhaps we can follow you back to Klesk.
Absolutely, I assumed you would.
Perfect.
Okay. So... all of you accompany these guards with Viltrum and Davian in tow, and you all walk through... excuse me. You all walk through the damp woods. Squeaks, give me perception.
That is a 13.
The ravens, they fly, they seem to follow the lot of you as you all make your way to Krezk. And you Squeaks, you see a little raven bird hop its way towards you. And it looks extremely sad.
Oh.
Baby.
I want to wait for it so that I can offer my hands to it.
It kind of chirps softly and hops into your hands. And you see some of the ravens that are flying about over the dark sky, and you see how they all seemed extremely sad too.
I would like to take a moment to mourn with them then.
Would you like this time alone?
I don't think we can any of us afford to be alone. What seems to be troubling you, Squeaks?
She'll look between the two of you and she'll just kind of whisper, "Sad."
The bird?
Very.
I suppose they were like his pets or companions. I've heard tell ravens are very smart birds. They can remember many faces. And sad music.
Aww.
They can remember the faces of people who were kind to them and who were cruel to them. I don't know anything about this artifact that this man wanted. Perhaps he was kind to the birds and now they miss him.
So Squeaks will just kind of cradle this small raven to her chest and she'll let out a few cawing cries out to the other birds that are around them.
As you let out your caws, the birds echo back your sound, and they all fly up into the sky, whoosh, whoosh, very quickly, as if they're trying very hard to find something.
Oh.
Well, we have his body with us, right?
Yes.
So that must not be what they're looking for.
I think it's safe to assume that there's more than just him. They may be calling for reinforcements.
Perhaps his family? Perhaps they bonded with them too?
If this little raven wants to stay with Squeak, she will offer, offer her to ride along, or offer it to ride along with her, but if it wants to go, it could go too.
I'm gonna leave that up to chance and flip a coin. It seems very distraught, but it musters some kind of courage in it, and it flaps its wings very quickly and soars up high against the moonlight to join its brothers and sisters. The ravens all fly away in an adamant, almost intelligent intent to search, to find, to locate. And you, Squeaks, you feel this.
Squeaks can only hope that they find what they're looking for, but she'll continue on with the party.
Alright. Any comments before we progress?
I just give a sympathetic pat on Squeaks' shoulder.
Okay.
Okay, Reginald, you're gonna take her ugly bird hand now. Emotional support.
Aw. You don't have to look at it when you're holding it.
That's the key right there.
No, you just touch it. Okay. Now all of you have passed the crossroads you were at a while ago. You see the signs. They seem untouched as before. And you all continue walking. And you see the same wagon you were at earlier too. The door is open. And you all see a woman there. This woman has curly brown hair, clothed in reds and oranges, and she has a distinctive wooden prosthetic leg. And she sort of mutters to herself. Huh. Not very good thieves, I guess.
What'd she say?
Not very good thieves, I guess. Levias stops for a moment, and he addresses the woman and says, "Mr. Avner, still no luck in locating those thieves, but it seems everything is still in order here." And she says yes, and under her breath she says, "No thanks to you." She kind of takes a look at all of you and raises an eyebrow. Who might they be? She says. Prisoners?
I should hope not. We're merely travelers who seem to have stumbled into some drama.
Drama sounds fun.
Well, nobody in our group died, so yes.
Oh yes, that is. Dying can be quite bad for your health.
Lottie will laugh politely.
Well, she sort of dusts her red clothing off. And she says, "Well, I'm not sure if I will ever get to see any of you again, but I do hope that all of you do not die in the future." Also,
Likewise.
also, quick question: Have you met him yet? She kind of looks
Who's
up.
him?
She kind of looks up. Him. A bit towards the sky, a bit.
Is there someone in the trees?
Jesus?
Yeah, I was gonna say God. You're about to meet him now, and I hit her.
No.
Just kidding.
Okay. I mean Strahd von Zarevich. Have you met him yet?
No,
No.
have not. The people who brought us here told us they were going to take us to him and then promptly abandoned us, so I'm sort of over that whole farce.
Wait. They took you here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Everybody
no.
keeps doing that, and it's more than a little infuriating. It's like, oh, it's like they're in on some little jokes that we are not in on.
Well, I can mention this. You all had pretty intimate, well, not, you all had a very formal meeting with Stanimir and his son,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know who this woman is,
No.
but you can kind of detect some similarities in her clothing and theirs.
Okay. You don't know the Stanimirs, do you?
Uh, I don't anymore.
Well, that's an ominous answer to an innocuous question.
I'll
Yes.
put it this way, sorry. I choose not to know them.
Oh, a falling
pulling.
out then.
Yes, they are. Well, they are them, and I choose not to be a part of their lives.
Are they the sort of persons that we should not name drop?
Who do you speak of?
The Stanimir person. Are they infamous?
I know him. I know him personally.
But you
And
don't like him anymore?
no, very much not. Uh, so she
I'm gonna give you cuddles. Come here. Sorry.
giving the woman cuddles.
No, Maybelline was just rolling on the floor being
Will
really
this
cute.
loosen your tongue? Nuzzles.
Sorry.
Oh,
Nuzzles XD uwu.
No. Okay, so she
No, it hurts.
Okay, so she sort of tries to find her wording. The Vistani we're estranged, and I would like to keep it that way. And I am very sorry you ever had to come in contact with them, because they are notorious liars.
As I have figured out, yes. Well, I can't deny I feel a bit of vindication in that knowledge, but I appreciate the confirmation. Um,
I
we
suggest never talking to them again unless you really have to. They are spies.
or
For him,
who?
Strahd.
ah,
Strahd is a monster, and they work for him. They are like family to him, and I choose not to be a part of that family. In fact, I aim to kill him myself.
oh goodness.
Ambitious. Nice.
That's slightly different in the version of events that we were given. I will say that. But considering that they abandoned us, I'm certainly inclined to believe you over them.
I have no desire to take you anywhere. Forgive me, love, but you are already in hell.
Ah. Well, I am not burning yet.
No,
I
and
can
let's
be
hope to stay so.
optimistic.
That goes a long way here. Most people let their optimism die as soon as they're born.
Goodness.
I think I like it here.
Well, if I should ever fail in optimism, Vincent, I'm sure, will supply plenty of delusion to replace for it.
Wow, hitting me with the delusion word. Wow. I already told you I only had one hallucination on the stairs.
Yes,
Oh.
only one. There's never been
Today.
any others.
Oh, and you even have a crazy one.
Well,
Only one?
crazy is a very harsh word. Yes. Anyways, are there, are you ever able to see visions of people who have passed?
In my line of work, usually I don't get to introduce myself before they die. But yes, it's not uncommon to see ghosts.
Um, are you an Undertaker?
Uh, she kind of giggles at the thought of herself being an undertaker. More like a hunter.
I will say, we did we discuss vampires as a group before?
We
I,
have, I believe.
I would say Vincent
I
did.
think briefly.
I would say Vincent did
Yeah.
mention
Okay.
about vampires.
I know we had done a check on it, and I think I did pretty miserably, but I didn't want to talk outside of what my character would know.
Mm-hmm.
I think she kind of puts together what that is and says, um, out of curiosity, um, where do you hail from? You are in Crest, yes?
No, uh, the Vistani are like nomads, and used, I want to stress that, used to be one of them.
So you wander.
I wonder. But I cannot escape Barovia any more than any one of these guards or that weird, gross-looking man can.
Tell me, did you wanderers ever... how frequently would you venture beyond Barovia? Why not anymore?
What do you mean?
Well, surely there's more to this world than meets the eye. How far did you venture?
Let's try putting it this way. Try imagining a pond, one that you could see the borders of very easily. But the depth you could not. That is how I would describe Barovia. I've been to its every edge. I've been to every city and ruin and horror show and killed just about every monster I can think of. But each day it surprises me again. Does that answer your question? I'm sorry, my
No, that does. Yeah.
my rat friend.
Wow, just throwing that out there casually.
Be like my human friend. Or sapien? Is that
Sapien
remember.
eye.
Oh, yeah, basically.
From
My
one
homo
to
friend.
another.
My homo.
My homie, if you will. Homie sapien.
That
That's
sounds like a very
so
bad
terrible.
Vincent
Oh,
joke.
dear
It's
God.
an awful joke.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
But yeah, so what have you all been up to since you came to Barovia?
Honestly, looking for civilization and some place to get our bearings. And it's been a very convoluted process because we were told we could not go into Klesk unless we got this wine, and then we went to get the wine, but then it was invaded, and there was. It's a long story. Anyway,
I
But we do
understand.
have the wine at least.
Yes, that'll
yes.
serve you well. What could I say? Um, what could I tell you about Kresk that the Baron probably won't if you decide to meet him? The Baron has always kind of had forgive my vulgar idiom, but he has a bit of a stick up his ass, and always has.
I
We could probably
imagined
get that
that.
removed for him.
It was a figurative, Vincent.
Oh, right.
It means he's very difficult to talk to
Mm-hmm.
because he's stuck up and grumpy.
Correct.
Interesting. He sounds like you, Lottie.
I will punch you.
Ooh.
I owe you one from earlier.
You all seem cute.
I made sure we got safe passage out of here. Come now.
Okay. Well, what can I tell you about Kresk? I'm here because I know that this place has a very grand library, and I wish to seek its knowledge inside.
Oh, tell me more.
It's a bit of a trek up to the library. It is owned by someone, and he doesn't really seem to get many visitors either, but I think that might be by choice, not luck, like the Baron might have made you guys get wine for.
I see.
The
Shit, I have
Perhaps you could keep a
hiccups.
bottle.
I'm gonna mute myself for a bit.
the abbot doesn't really he's honestly a bit of an oddball, and he is not threatening. He will not try to hurt you as long as you don't offend him. And I will be up there trying to gather some information on vampires and the dead.
Oh. Interesting.
Um, hmm. What else can I say? The abbot has a bit of a reputation for being a holy man, but not many talk to him at the same time.
Fantastic. We have a holy man in our midst as well.
Oh, well, that might be your key then.
Do 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 you know what he he
Who he
serves?
venerates? Who he venerates?
Oh, yes, that's
He. Well, anyone who comes back to him always says something about the Mourning Lord, so I assume him.
The Mourning Lord?
The Mourning Lord.
Isn't
Question
yours
mark?
a god of light?
Mm-hmm.
Does Karen fucking recognize that?
Do you mean
Religion
the
check.
sun?
Ooh, religion
And I'm
check,
so
Kieran.
sorry. Got it. Will do. Oh god, this is going to be... Ugh. 14.
You think you know who the Mourning Lord is, but you don't know their name. You've heard the term
Huh.
Mourning Lord, but you don't know who that is.
huh. That's a very strange name. Huh.
I don't particularly intend to talk to him and find out, but unless more than I need to. But yeah, I plan to be going up there now, and remember to keep the conversation between you and the Baron brief. Don't ask a ton of questions if you can help it, because that might just annoy him. But everyone, the people of Kresk are usually pretty inviting. And
Sorry.
and I hope to see you all again. Well, I hope to see you again alive and healthy, I mean.
That would be preferred, yes.
This woman is almost as talented as making ominous statements as you are, Vincent. Unintentionally ominous.
I do that often.
Hmm.
I'll hopefully never do that again.
I'm gonna go ahead and put an image up of what the woman looks like.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
How did you know? Image. She looks like that. Like that. And she bids you all fairly well, and heads within the town of Kresk. And now all of you also are welcome into Kresk. Right here.
Do, do,
Um,
do.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
As we're walking, is the cart we broke into still there?
That seemed to have been her cart, so yes, she left it.
Yeah, that was what her whole muttering about us being not very good thieves, but she didn't know it was us that did it.
Yeah. I was just saying if it got, like, hauled in or something, if it was still there. Okay, I might be back for that. There was a chest in there.
Let me. Oh my god. Let me grab y'all from
Whoa.
the from
Up from
here.
behind, right? My god.
Always from behind.
No.
Nice.
Copy. Kresk. Paste. Y'all can see yourselves, right?
Oi, I can.
All
Just
right.
a moment. Aye.
And now, all of you have access to the city of Kresk, and in time, the Baron will probably want to talk with you.
Godman, could you show us to an inn, perhaps? Somewhere where we can bed for some time?
We do not have an inn particularly. We do not have any sort of grand abodes, but we do have some empty houses you could take shelter in.
Oh, delightful! Yeah. If we could get a house, that'd be great.
Sure. So the guards to take Viltrum into this building, and another to escort you to past these people. Wait. Past these people, and they lead you to this house.
Oh, delightful. Oh, I think the door's over on this side, right? Where the little steppies are?
Yep.
Big steppy.
Big steppy. Ah, fantastic.
How is it? Is it just standard house or
It's a pretty
particular?
standard house. It's a bit dusty, but there are some things inside, some pieces of furniture, some beds, some mattresses, some empty chests, some nightstands, all wooden or fabric. It's a pretty run-of-the-mill village house, but there's enough room for all of you.
I take it the previous owner won't have any issue with us staying here?
No, absolutely not. Alright, so now all of you have access to the village of Kresk, and the Baron will want to talk to you shortly. What do you guys do?
So perhaps, is there anything that we need to do, everyone, before we, see the Baron?
If we want, we could take a 5-minute break to think about it.
Break time.
Pee time.
Alright.
Sure.
Break time.
Cracking
Cool.
open the shoes time.
BRB.
Yes, honey, I got the supports. She's already gone. Everyone's
That's fantastic.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my god, no, where are you?
I am gonna be right back, though.
Okay, have a good
Do
pee.
do 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 do.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And now, because we're on Twitch, here is some copyrighted music played by some insult.
Oh no.
And that is all the copyrighted music I know off by hand.
Very nice.
Yes, yes.
Very
Ah!
nice.
Yes! Soon, 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 soon. Keep my feet stable while I'm walking around. And trying not to die every 5 seconds. And apparently building a shoe with actual proper art support is too hard for people. I don't know why.
Everyone having a good day so far?
Today is being insane, but okay. It's been okay.
Really good.
Good.
Yeah, doing all the trip prep, and I'm just like getting super hyped and excited to the point of madness.
This is very true.
Yes.
They are quite mad.
Yeah. Like, the plans are ready, and we're gonna do them, and it's going to be a thing, and we're going to go. And we're going to go play with strange people.
Us being the strange people.
I was talking about the weird DMs. Like, every DM is going to be weird until I play their game.
Then you make it more weird.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I am here and I am ready to suggest to every single DM, here's how you improve your game.
Oh my god, don't do that.
Here's how to improve your game. Okay,
Do
all you
not.
need to do is introduce a race called the Raras that have piss swine. Here's my patent.
No. That is
Really?
when,
I would have
that is
thought
when
that it would be.
we duct tape your mouth. Stop talking.
Hot, do it. But
I
anyway.
thought it would be you trying to introduce the Raven Queen into everything we do.
What do you fucking mean? Every character I'm going to play there. By the way, they worship the Raven Queen, and they really like the Raven Queen.
You are so cringe.
Yes, Hobby.
Behold, I have returned to you.
Holy shit!
Y'all, I literally need to get a t-shirt that is just the Raven Queen simp.
Nice.
Yes. Because I simp for her no matter fucking what campaign I'm in.
Whenever Blue's back, we can pick back up with Kresk. Think about what we want to do in it. Blue, come back.
Let me come back!
I'm back. I was just muted.
Okay.
I swear I wasn't bad, dragon!
Katya, are
Yeah.
you back?
Oh dear.
Katya?
I'm always here.
Yeah,
Continue,
Katya is
please.
But
just
you're also
normally
always
muted.
I should know, sir. I've
Yeah,
always
what of
been
it?
here.
Alright. So... you guys settle a bit into your new little temporary house. And is there anything you'd like to say, do, mention?
I would like to mention the letter that I nicked from the cart, or rather the carriage.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we know the owner of the card is friend, I suppose I just feel inclined to return it. Perhaps not
Mm.
in person, but at least return it to where it belongs. I let everyone have a read of the letter, by the way.
Yeah, I think that would be a fine idea.
Alright, let me see what the contents of the letter was. Are you're referring to the letter you got from the winery, right? Or the wagon?
From the wagon.
From the wagon, okay, in text, I sent it to Katya. But Katya, I message Katya every day, so it's under a lot of word salad.
Here, find mine, find mine.
You can look for it by date.
Here, I will post it myself.
Okay, cool. Saving me work. Thank you so much.
Sure thing. Here you go.
That's from the winery.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, where is it? Hold on. I had it here somewhere. Shoot, do I just not have it?
I know for certain Katya has it, and he sent it to you.
Yeah, I... Huh.
Alright, well we can... What?
Kat, did you...
I'm looking for it. Was it signed by someone so I can just search for that to find it easier?
Yeah, I don't think it was signed.
Ah.
Let me see if I still have it. I'll need to scroll a bit, though.
Well, it'll be way far back.
Yeah, I have it. I found it.
Cool.
Okay.
I do have it. Alright, so in general, there's the text. Where'd you put it?
I think it was deleted because it was the wrong letter.
Okay. Well, the letter from the wagon, you present it to everyone, and this is what it says. But it's like it would make sense for Reggie to also want to point out what he found in the winery too, if anything.
It would. So I
it's
also
okay.
post that, and I'll
Yeah.
I'll put it right here.
Yeah, go ahead. Anybody else?
What are just like asking what we're doing, or like?
Yeah.
Well,
if anything.
we're reading the letters that are being handed to us.
I will definitely read the hot goss.
But if she is already on edge of someone breaking into her cart, it would be maybe rather conspicuous that a letter from it is found as soon as we come back to town. If anything, perhaps we could say we found it on one of the entities that we found in the forest, or even perhaps on that druid man.
It might be a bit difficult to explain. Though finding it isn't too bad of an idea. One could assume that if panicked, a thief may drop some of their less valuable loot in the bushes.
Very true. But yes, if you wish to return it, I would say that would probably be the best course of action.
What do you all think? I might be considering this far too much.
If you wish to return it, I don't see any problem with it. But I think it will look very suspicious if we hand it off ourselves, particularly since the guard saw us near the... Well, saw me, anyway, near the cart.
Um, uh, well, what if,
We could just tell her and hope for her kindness that we were merely seeking shelter or transportation. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
no, Lati, that is okay. I was just going to say, what if Squeaks sneaked it to her, maybe?
What is say, Albin? Are you up to the challenge?
Quack.
Because you're very good at hiding.
And Kieran will actually try and make motions along with his words.
Hiding in the shadows, right?
Squeaks looks a little offended that you don't think she understands what you're saying.
Well, I just wanted. I'm so sorry, Squeaks. I was just trying to. I thought you might
She
like
looks
it if we were
confused.
talking
Maybe you have to
more
say
like
it
that.
slower.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Squeaks. I just thought that might.
This is not
be
a good
like
way of
more.
convincing Squeaks, damn it.
Kieran holds out glitter. I'm really sorry.
You
Ooh,
take the
shiny.
glitter.
What I think the what I think Kieran
Squeaks
needs to
will
say.
take this offering.
Squeaks is
I-
not deaf. Squeaks just has, I'm not sure, a few words they can say?
I know Squeaks isn't deaf and that she understands us just fine. I thought she just might like us talking like her too.
Oh, I see. The cultural exchange sort of situation, I guess.
My apologies, Squeaks.
She'll pat your hand after she takes all of your glitter.
Well, at least what I'm offering.
Like she
All
picks
of
the
the
glitter,
glitter.
takes your wrist, and just dumps it out of your hand.
She just
Like,
takes his hand and like
give.
shakes his hand into her pouch to get as much glitter as possible.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So as all of you are communicating and sharing what you've found, your thoughts, your ideas, you all hear a knock at the door.
I can get it. I'll
Um,
make my way over.
You are greeted by a noble woman and a noble man in thick clothing, covered a bit in snow, and they greet themselves as Dmitri and Anna Kreskov.
oh. This is the bear?
This is the burgomaster, yes, and his wife.
I was not expecting them to come visit us.
Yeah, they came up.
I was expecting a summons or something.
My
Hello
liege.
there.
I
Hello
hide
there.
my ugly bird arms behind my back.
Anna, the wife, she reaches her hand out to shake the hand of, well, the nearest person to her, whether that's Reggie or Vincent. And she bids you all welcome to Kresk.
Lottie will stand up and give a little bow.
I have heard that you are foreigners, yes?
Yes. We're told that's very uncommon in a place like this.
Yes, extremely uncommon. It is, Well, we're pleased to have guests, regardless of what anyone else might say or think. So I am Anna. This is my husband. And we were wanting to ask you a few questions about what you guys have seen up until this point.
Will you come inside?
Oh yes.
I
It's a
stand
I
aside and I let them in.
it's a bit
I
cramped
must
for
confess
totems,
I
but
was
you're always welcome.
a little surprised that you came to visit us yourself. I expected a summons or something like that.
The Baron Dimitri speaks up. We were a bit impatient.
I see. So things are typically done formally, but in this situation is emergency?
As my wife has said, foreigners are uncommon. We wanted to get a look at you ourselves.
I see. Well, um, thank you for calling.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So, so, as my wife has asked, what have y'all has seen up until this point?
uh, that is a lot of fog, for one. Then there
Yes.
are... What else
Are you
was there?
looking for anything in particular?
Uh, we could skip forward to the point where you met the Wizard of Wines and apparently his attacker.
Yes.
Tell us what
We
you
were
know about him.
told that Klesk was closed, more or less, by one of your guards, and that we might uh incur your favor by providing a gift of wine. And so we went to the Wizard of Wines, see if we could get that, in hopes of gaining entry to some sort of civilization after wandering around so long in the woods. And he was in the woods, just sort of camping there.
Dimitri kind of grunts and nods his head, and Anna says, I admire your bravery for being willing to help out an old man in the middle of nowhere.
It was a mutually beneficial arrangement, but um, thank you. What what am I forgetting? Because there were all the birds, right? What else was there? I don't want to just keep being the one talking.
um, uh, you're exactly right. There were lots of birds. There were these beings seemingly created by that druid man, but those were handled quickly. We were able to collect everything and everyone.
Can you describe
He
these beings you see?
Uh, look outside at that tree down there. They were composed of that. They were made of seemingly nature itself.
Hmm. Okay. It's good to know, I guess.
They were
Uh,
seemingly under the druid's control, but we managed to stop that, and now here we are. You met us at the winery.
I'll
speaking
say
Your
Lottie
guards,
does
rather.
pick up that you're not telling them about the staff, and she's down with it. So
speak speaking of him, the man you found. What did he tell you after you attacked and incapacitated him?
not a lot. He was, as you might guess, a little belligerent. He claimed that the Wizard of Wines had stolen something from his people, but we had been over the house ourselves and we saw nothing matching that description.
All right. And did you ever get to meet the old man's children?
No, I'm afraid they are still missing if they were meant to be at the house.
Stefana, Adrian, and Erwin. They weren't with him?
No, they were
So,
not. He seemed a
Yes.
little confused. Whether that was because of some trauma or...
I see.
as I
Sorry,
understand,
Vincent. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting. Go ahead, please.
No, no, you're fine. You're fine. Vincent, go ahead.
Uh, as a matter of fact, me and one of my comrades searched some of the rooms, and There was seemingly no one inside. No one in the building, at least. Where they could have gone off to, I'm not entirely sure.
As I recall, he described one of his sons was an innkeeper in oh dear, what was the name of the other type? In Villaki, I believe.
Anna perks her heads up and says, yes, of course. Erwin Martikov owns the Blue Water Inn in Villaki. And he is the recipient of the wine that gets distributed from the winery to Villaki. And we are the receivers of when they distribute it to us. But it's been quite a while, and I assume the man you incapacitated was the reason why.
That is all in question.
Dimitri kind of perks his head up. The man you brought in, Viltrum, he's gonna be our prisoner from now on, as he and his family, his little bundle of cannibals, seem to attack our people who venture out from Kresk, and that is why I had to put in a curfew.
Say, did you just say cannibal?
I'm glad someone mentioned that. I thought I had something in my ear and was mishearing.
Did you ever get a look at his teeth?
They looked very bad.
Well, now you know why. They're right
Fascinating.
monsters. They're
I'll
monsters.
have to note that.
I had to put in locks around my city so that no one else could escape or get themselves killed by wandering the forest, because they might think they see something. These woods play tricks on the mind.
So that's why the guard seems so unsettled by his appearance. It's because they are known to be cannibalistic.
Makes sense. Yeah. Well, nevertheless, you done Kresk a favor in bringing that man in, and the body as well. We'll have to throw a funeral for poor old Davian soon, and we'll set out a search party for his family.
A Netflix watch party? I'm sorry.
It seems like he was very respected in this town. Is that true?
Just about everyone in Barovia loves that family, the Martikovs. There's not a lot
what
of
did
reason.
they do?
There's not a lot of reason to be. Anna kind of picks up off of her husband's conversation. There's, quite frankly, not a lot of reason to be happy in Barovia.
And what did they do that brought happiness to the people?
Well, what better way to... Sorry.
When your life is full of despair, even vices seem like bliss.
What better way to drown your sorrows than in a bit of wine?
Precisely. They were like a reminder to us that Count Strahd's hold is not on everyone's soul. That there can be reasons to be happy, to forget the dark. But now that the owner of the winery is dead and his children are missing, a lot of people are going to lose out on that hope.
Well, surely someone can take up the business after an appropriate amount of time for grieving.
Precisely, and if that is the case and the family cannot be located, then it will fall under my family's jurisdiction to assimilate the Wizard of Winery with Kresk. But until the meantime, until Irwin or any of the others do pop up, it still falls under their property. I cannot take legal action to find it yet until until it's confirmed that they are all dead.
Did he seem happy
What do you
that
mean?
he'd be taking ownership of the wine?
Give me insight.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm right there. Can I roll insight too?
Sure, if you want.
That's an 8. They're
Even
hoity-toity
worse.
nobles. They're
6.
inscrutable to
Like,
Lottie.
He delivered his words pretty bluntly, but so you couldn't tell any sort of emotion or gratification from his words.
Damn it. I thought I'd sniffed out a plot. But not today.
Well, I have good reason to trust you so far that you are not spies for Strahd, hopefully you never will be. So, if you're in it for some gold, I could hire you to find the rest of his family.
Well, we are not really sure what we are going to do at this point, but we need provisions for ourselves, so what say you? Would the rest of you like to take on this assignment?
Tell me, what do you plan to do with the remaining family once they come into your custody?
Well, they aren't exactly citizens of Kresk, or Vallaki, or anywhere. So, the place belongs to them until they are all gone. So, quite frankly, nothing. The business continues as normal, Kresk gets its wine supply, and all is, well, not happy, but the same.
Life goes on, so to say.
It's the only way it can go.
I have no trouble doing this. I just wouldn't even know where to look, considering we aren't exactly from here.
Anna kind of perks her head up a bit and mentions a very large library above their city. And I would say even walking in, you guys did notice a very large mountaintop swirling with snow. And there are some steps along the path within the city to that library, and it could reveal some history.
Yes, that fantastic library there. Are you able to grant us access to it?
Yes, of course. It is not really... It exists above us, but it also is not exactly ours. It belongs to the abbot. And the abbot...
So you can't grant us access.
Well, I can grant you access in the sense that my guards won't try to question you. But as for getting up there, the abbot is who's in charge of there.
Very well.
Would be probably a good idea to see if we could procure ourselves some maps or some of the details about the surrounding cities from there. But we do have a lead. We know that the son owns an inn in, what was the name of the town again?
Vallaki.
Vallaki. So we could, go there and start there. We'll see if maybe we caught any signs of them trying to flee in that direction.
Wouldn't be an
How-
unwise choice.
Could you tell us how far that town is from here?
Without any horses or carriages, I would say it's about a 3 or 4 days walk.
I see.
What if we were able?
Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is there any way we may procure some sort of conveyance there?
I'm sorry, what was that, man?
Is there any way we might procure some sort of conveyance to them? I don't mean
He's
to
asking for
sound unappreciative.
transportation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound unappreciative. But this abode is far more generous than any of us could have expected. But
Anna speaks up. Oh, no, 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 of course, and you are most welcome within Crest for all that you've done so far already. But we cannot offer any sort of transportation. We don't have any. All we have is protection for the road when you decide to go there.
I understand.
He kind of looks around the room a bit. If you want, you could check around with the citizens of Kresk within my city and see their opinions and their insight about the abbot, about Valaki, about the Martikovs. I suggest getting as much info as you can before making a decision.
Very well.
So, with that, Dimitri kind of dusts himself off, and Anna joins his side. And they both bid you farewell and good luck with your choices. They leave, and they join back in their home.
Well, I guess we should sort of discuss our goals here and what we wish to do in general. I don't know about the rest of you, but considering we were given our original task and false pretenses of some sort, I'm eager to return home. What about the rest of you?
I don't really know we would be able to get home so quickly.
No. I understand that we have been placed very thoroughly in some sort of trap. But I'm just trying to see that all our goals are aligned.
So far, we have heard two very different points of view of both Strahd and of other nobility in this area. It's incumbent upon us to understand which of these is the most accurate. While I'm not opposed to being in the service of the Danvirs, Danvir, right? Or no, Kreskov, sorry.
Dimitri
Well,
and Anna Kreskov.
Aye.
Kreskov and Kresk.
Yes, it's named after him.
Aye.
Mhm.
Though I'm not entirely opposed to being in the service of the Kreskovs, at least at the time being. I think we all must be aware that we don't know them to be our friends.
I agree. There's only one nobles that I serve, unquestioningly, and they are not here. But our original task was to go see Strahd, but then we were abandoned on the road.
As far as I'm concerned, a contract abandoned by its creators is rightly abandoned by its adherents. We now have a new opportunity in front of us.
I do feel pretty bad about the wizard. I wouldn't mind helping locate his family. It'll get food in our mouths anyway, and provisions.
Aye. And hopefully some closure to those children of his.
Yes. Any thoughts from the rest of you? I know you were all promised many things, but I don't think we will be able to obtain those for ourselves.
Hmm. Uh,
The best way, I think, is I would like to do at least find the children, as I feel that is proper.
Clarification question. These are like adult children, yes?
Davian told you that his children are above 30 years old.
Okay. But do they have children also? Like, are there grandchildren?
You do not know. He didn't mention.
Okay, I'm gonna assume there aren't. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. But yes, I believe doing a job for these people will good. And also, well, we here I would actually like to get into that library.
As would I. I can't imagine what sort of things would be up there, but once again, only one way to find out.
And I believe traveling with all of you is safe enough. I believe.
I think so.
This last ordeal has been any evidence, I'd say we make a rather passable team.
Well, none of us have died so far, so that's better than my journey went before I met with a lot of you. Should we set out and see if we can find some sort of provisions or perhaps horses? Something? I don't have a lot of money on me. I wasn't prepared exactly to be stranded in a fog-filled netherworld, but perhaps we can find some caravan or something to attach ourselves to. So we don't have to walk the whole way. How long did you say it was? 3 days?
4 days, aye.
What says the rest of you?
Well, they did already say they couldn't provide anything, but to that point, that doesn't mean there isn't anything traveling
Exactly.
that way. It wouldn't hurt to ask around, but it seems like it might be unlikely.
Perhaps
True.
perhaps if we pooled our resources.
What do you mean?
If we pooled whatever coinage we have, we might be able to get some sort of reliable transport.
See if
Depends
they
on what we
even
have.
have any. I don't know how wealthy this settlement is. They may not keep horses.
They have empty houses laying around for strangers they find.
Sign of a dwindling population is what that tells me.
Probably not the best, but again, it is possible. Anything is possible.
All right, so I guess I'll go out into the town and kind of look around, see if I see any workhorses or people loading up carts or anything.
Okay. So, go ahead and puppeteer your token however you want. Right now, the closest to you are 2 guards. Looking to your right, there are 2 more guards, and past your building is a younger teenage woman talking to a older man. Really, this is the area that you guys can just take a look at the map, see who looks interesting, who doesn't. I planned just about something for almost everyone, so we got like a mini sandbox here before you
Oh,
guys
very
Alright,
good.
do anything.
I went over and talked to the teenager and the old man.
You kind of didn't. You went more over here. I was referring to over here, but
I thought you said left. I'm sorry.
okay.
I'll go here then.
All right.
We're,
Sorry.
we're off to go do nerd shit. Squeaks, come along!
Hi, come explore.
Okay. So Lottie, you see this very young girl, this teenager, and she sounds like she's trying to convince this old man to do something for her.
I'll eavesdrop on the conversation before I approach. If they're in the middle of family drama, Lottie doesn't want to deal with it.
Just from what you can perceive with your hearing, it sounds like she wants to be taken to Valaki, and the man is refusing her. You don't know any details.
Okay. When I hear the word Valaki, my ears will kind of perk up, and I'll be like, "Hello. What the hell was that?
Hello.
Hello. Um, hello. I'm terribly sorry. For eavesdropping is terribly rude of me, but I heard something about the town Valaki. I believe that are you two headed that way anytime soon?
uh, the teenage girl kind of like says, "Oh yes, another attractive woman." She kind of wraps her arm around you and says, "Come on, Kaya, don't you want the uh, amazing, strong-looking man to take us to where we need to go?" And the man is very confused.
I am. Charlotte is confused as well, and will kind of like take the girl's arm and lay it back down at her side and be like, "Paladin, what is going on here?"
She kind of rolls her eyes, but she's like, "Don't you want the nice man Kodan to take us to where we need to go?"
Is he in possession of a horse and cow?
She turns over to him and says, "Yeah." Um, he says that the last horse I saw got eaten like a year ago.
What about? Are you two planning to go on foot?
Uh, he kind of says, "Well, I was just walking by, minding my business, until this girl decided to, convince you to go to Valaki, the most amazing place ever."
Oh.
And he's like, sure, kind of trying to step away from her.
Why are you wanting to go to Volaki?
Why are you, man?
Man?
Ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am. Okay, I thought Javi had lapsed into Javi for a second. What was I thinking? Yes, but I have a group of others that are going to travel, and we were hoping there would be safety in numbers, but more importantly, we were hoping not to have to walk the entire way.
Man's like, oh yeah, makes sense. But that's kind of why most people don't really want to leave the place that they're born in, because, well, forests are flooded with monsters.
Yes, we've noticed. Whoa. Sorry. I was sitting cross-legged, and then I stood up, and I about face planted in my room. Okay.
That's pretty
Dexterity
cool.
3.
Is there nobody in this entire town that has a cart and horse? Or if not a horse, an ox or donkey?
Donkey.
Donkey!
Well, the man's like, no fast creatures like horses, but I am a carpenter, and I can make you a carriage in time, but it would have to be pulled by, well, the only thing we got is pigs.
Aww. Oh my god. Pig cart.
New group name, the Piggly Wiggly.
Lottie will give him such a look, because I'm gonna assume in all her travels, she has never heard of a cart being pulled by a pig.
It's literally the only thing we got, ma'am.
And you use pigs for... Do you ride on them too?
What the hell? You're not from here, are you? You look like one of those fancy people from Volaki.
I am not from Velaki, but I am not from here. That is true.
Oh, you're a ghost then.
What?
You're dead, aren't you? He like tries to reach out for your face.
And she will slap his hand away.
Oh shit.
Is this common? You just reach out to touch people's faces?
I thought you were dead. I'm sorry, ma'am. Like, where else could... Oh, you're from Barovia, aren't you? From the village of Barovia?
No. Can I get transportation to Wallachia or not? Just
yeah, but it'll take a lot of time, and probably might have to convince Sresny to give up some of his pigs.
Okay. That's what I needed to know. And you,
Yes.
if you want to come too, fine, but you'll have to contribute something.
She gleefully pulls out a little ring that's assembled by tiny twigs with a diamond on it.
I don't
mean
know
like this?
what it is. Maybe?
Is that a gem?
Yes, it is,
I
Vincent. But you're not here
I
for
don't.
that.
I'm not there. I'm not
Oh
there.
no! Oh no! I remember now about the gem.
I don't remember anything
Somewhere,
about him.
somewhere. Vincent is hard.
Somewhere out there, he's talking as God knows who, and he's hard now.
Senses are tingling.
I shall say,
I need
alright,
to go to the bathroom.
you help me assemble a. How long will it take for you to assemble a cart?
A big one, maybe like 3-ish days. A couple individual ones, maybe one. How many do you
And-
need? Like who's coming with you?
She'll count on her hands and be like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Big.
The girl,
Well, that
the girl
also-
next to you says, "Pick me, pick me, pick me."
She'll add her in. She'll add her in. So I guess it's like 6 people? 7? I'm big.
Six-
A big cart.
Alright, a big fucking cart. Shit. That
But I'll need. How much will it cost? I'll need to assemble. See if I have the finances for that as well.
I honestly do not know. I would like.
I don't think any of us have more than 10 gold each. So if it's more than like 50 gold, then we can't do it anyway.
I don't think
Uh,
any of us have
she-
10 gold.
The girl next to you says, "Will this suffice?" And he looks at the gem and says, "Probably." This,
If you can get him to provide us the cart, and if we can get the pigs, you can come with us. Just and try not to die or whatever. I don't know if I can protect 2 people at once.
She gives you like a nudge with her elbow. She's like, "I got you, girl," and then she happily runs away. Fuck yeah!
Oh, that poor girl is going to die. That is it.
I
But
like
she.
that girl's enthusiasm. Die with glee.
Lottie will go to find the pigs, and I guess somebody else can do something because she's.
The guy who apparently was named Kodon did point to this house.
I'm sorry, I'm not looking. There we go.
Oh my gosh. He pointed
I'm
here.
looking now. I see.
Alright, so you did find a carpenter who's willing to make you things to get you to Krez. Or not, sorry, to get you to Velaki. And apparently someone you just met is coming along.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did the rest
What
of
was
you
her
do?
name?
I don't think she ever said her name.
You know what? Lottie's just gonna call her girl the rest of the campaign, even when we find out her name. Alright, she'll head over to the pigs, and somebody else can do something.
Library time.
Yeah. Are the rest of us just going to the library?
Let us try and go to the library.
Who are you? Do you talk to anyone before that, or are you just kind of going? Because you
Kieran
don't
wasn't
really, you don't
going to
really
the
know.
library.
You don't really know where it is.
Okay, Kieran's going to. You know what? Kieran's going to be brave. He's going to try and be brave this time. And look at the nearest person with the most awkward stare. Shuffle up to them and be like, "Excuse me, where my
Are you a demon?
Are you dead too?
I'm just very blue. That's all.
Are you dying?
No.
Are you
wait,
choking
no,
on
I'm-
something?
No. I'm not.
Oof.
You wanna?
Shut up, Vincent.
Sorry.
Would Reggie notice?
If you were right there, then yeah.
Is Reggie just gonna watch him burn?
Pardon me, lads. What this other lad say is that it's simply his complexion. Is all.
The guard goes, "What the fuck are you?"
Red demon!
Doing that rap thing of holding very still while chewing on
Charles,
something.
I have seen way too much for this. You take this. And he just kind of goes away.
Fine, I know when I'm not wanted. Reggie just turns away.
What do you want?
The library. Where is it?
The yeah. It's a 400 step ascent stairs up the mountain. It's
You.
very high and very cold, but maybe you are okay with that.
Okay, Kieran's just going to give him a look. The look of,
Have you ever felt the ice cold void of space touching your skin as it slowly swallows you up? That's what you give me right now. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good day.
The man's
Let's
gone
go.
now.
I hate it here.
You're being assaulted by monsters.
fucking racism.
So
He was a racist. He's just never seen anybody like you. before.
Racism.
We're just aliens.
Basically,
Climbing
you
the
literally are,
stairs.
though.
I mean,
Hello.
Kieran is technically.
Welcome.
But
Why are you blue?
What?
You can't just ask someone why they're blue.
Well. Shit, okay. So.
I think
lot
the
of
three
you.
of us all want to go to the library,
The
but I don't know if you want to
three
do
of you.
Squeaks. I don't know if you want to do Squeaks first, because there's still
Yes,
some
I'm
room in
gonna
town.
have to because the library is a bit bigger than you guys realize. So I'm
I
gonna
will
have to
also
go to
make a
Squeaks.
note to tell everyone that we're going.
the
Like,
library's
just
not a
kind
cute little the library's not a cute little village library. It's an adventure, I'm guessing.
Yes, he said it was a 400 steps up a mountain.
So big steppy, what about?
Yes, exercise. Put in those robo legs.
Great idea.
Yeah,
No,
it sounds like a book club.
No legs, please.
Okay, so if the three of you want to go to the library very quickly, then I'm gonna ask Squeaks, what does she want to do?
Squeaks is looking up at the sky. She's looking to see if there's any of the ravens circling around anywhere.
Give me perception.
19.
There is one. You see motion within the sky, within the clouds. There is one singular raven, but it is soaring very high above. What do you do?
Try to caw at it.
It doesn't seem to respond.
Alright. She'll move on then.
Okay, to where and what does she want?
She's just exploring, like everybody suggested she do.
The closest to you is another teenage girl, and she seems to be shoveling some hay with a rake. What do you
Okay,
do?
she'll just do a little caw of greeting. Wave a hand.
The girl looks up like she's anticipating a bird to land or something.
Hello.
She kind of stares at you.
Squeak starts touching her face as if something is there. Is there something on my face?
Oh, like your own face. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
She walks up to you and says, "What are you?"
I'm a bird.
Okay.
And she starts making her squeaking noises, introducing herself.
Bird that sounds like a mouse. That's new, I guess.
We call her Squeaks.
Can you copy things you hear?
Copy things I hear. Or you hear, rather. Sorry.
She kneels down to you and she starts saying just whatever comes to her mind. Barrel.
Daryl.
Hey.
Hey.
Devil.
Devil.
Soul.
What are you doing?
Are you broken now?
Broken.
Brutal.
What are you doing?
Your name is a sound, yeah? You think in sounds?
Mouse.
The girl points at herself, like at her chest. Zandra.
A pleasure to meet you.
A woman from around the corner kind of hears your conversation and says, "Oh, Sandra, what did you come into this time? Good God!
What?
You found a werebird."
Oh no.
The
Squawk.
racism is rampant in this town. I love it.
Who or what are you, dear?
I'm a bird.
I'm a bird.
She does kind of like rack her brain, and she will say, Kanku.
Kanku. Oh dear. You found one of those copiers, Sandra. Are you the one that keeps getting into our food?
No. Who are you?
She points her, she places her hand on her chest and says, Danya Zoltan.
Pleasure to meet you.
Say, what do you know of the guards? Did you hear anything about them?
Uh-oh.
No. Should I?
Maybe. I keep asking them about food rations and why they all seem to keep disappearing. I need them. But they just tell me to keep my nose out can't keep my nose out of it. I'm trying to raise a family. Squeaks, you see how this woman is very pregnant.
Yes. Squeaks looks really worried now. Hungry?
Oh yes, you've been hungry for days.
Squeaks wants to search her bag for rations to give to this woman.
Do you have any?
I think I have one.
One ration, please.
I
Here,
think I
have
have
this beef jerky stick.
No, I have 10. So,
Hand her a Slim Jim.
Basically.
yeah, I have 10. So I point to Zandra and her, and I go, and I lift 2 fingers up.
Wow, thanks, Mean Joe.
Basically questioning if it's just for 2.
Danya kind of reaches to your hand like she's ready for food. And Zandra just kind of keeps staring like blankly at you. And
Good to stare.
she's trying to like Danya tries to convince Zandra to eat. But Zandra just kind of shrugs. I guess I'm not hungry. You really should eat, Zandra. It's been, what, 3 days now? I'm not hungry.
Well, in any case, I will give her a portion of my rations.
Who? Danya or Zandra?
I'll give them 1 each.
Thank you. So Danya kind of engulfs the thing immediately, and Zandra just kind of stares at it and puts it in her pocket. Thanks. She turns around a bit and continues working at the hay. And Danya feels very, very upset because she kind of mutters to herself, she just hasn't been the same since she lost her soul.
Deadpan stare. And then Squeaks will gesture with her hand as if to say, go on. Context?
I don't know. She was just once so full of life, ready to engage with anyone, anything. But it seems she just lost it. Danya kinda says thank you, and she kinda stumbles a bit away, but she kinda hugs her belly a bit, and she seems like she's a bit in pain.
Oh.
In this episode, Squeaks delivers a baby.
Squeaks has no idea how to do that.
She starts to wail a bit in pain.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The guards
no.
kind of try to assist her. Ma'am, what is wrong? And she groans very, very loudly again. And then you hear a splash at the floor.
Oh, gross.
Oh
Oh
shit!
no!
And that's a good place to end it.
Oh
Oh,
god!
No, my
shit!
water bottle.
Ending the session with water breaking.
Oh no! Fuck!
My wawa.
I see Squeaks just running away, being like, I don't know nothing about Restless.
Oh,
Does
fuck
Squeaks
that! I'm
know?
committed. Damn it! I'm committed.
Does Squeaks know where babies come from?
I mean, Squeak's not a
well,
child.
you know, eggs,
But yeah, I was gonna say Squeak is also a bird.
Yeah,
eggs.
that's the thing.
Right.
Squeaks will know where the general area where eggs come out of. It's basically the same thing.
Pats her belly, be like, why you not put egg on outside?
Or she's like looking at her butthole, waiting for the baby to come.
Oh no!
Oh man, next session is gonna be fun.
Where your egg at?
Where your egg
Where your
at?
egg-
Did it crack inside?
Oh no.
Oh wait, no, I see the egg coming out. Wait, there's a nose.
Ah,
Egghead.
demon!
You got one
Why?
hairy egg there, lady.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Yes.
Okay, yep. This is happening. This is gonna happen. Let's do this.
Oh god.
Good session.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Maybelline, why you pick the plastic bag? Stop.
Mmm, tasty.
No, mother, I must eat the plastic.
I'm just it's like one of those scented bags, so I'm like wondering if she's licking something, some chemical off of there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, very well could be.
She's like, lemon.
Mhm.
Stop. Because I know there's no food in there, it just has shredded paper.
Ooh, but shredded paper.
It made
God.
crunchy noise? Oh, whoa.
God, that was certainly something.
Like,
Yes,
were you
I'm
was
ready.
that your plan? Was for her to have a child, go into labor?
I made her pregnant on purpose, but I was not planning on doing it so soon until you put it in my brain and I went with it.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
call it or make it happen.
Yeah,
Come on.
so
The first
this
thing
is
this kid
actually
is
a good
gonna
idea.
touch is
It's actually a good idea because this works well with something I could plan in the future for next session. So it's okay.
Uh-oh.
the first thing this kid is gonna touch is ugly bird hands. Yes, let's go.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Are
Don't
you,
worry, I can help ugly
are
bird
you going to
hands.
imprint on the baby, or is the
cries even
baby going to
harder.
imprint on you?
Oh come on, I'm cute.
Yeah, when
I
you
also-
I
stare
promise not
really
to.
black
am
eyes.
hoping
I promise not to
You
cry.
cycle through
Thanks.
your like hush quiet now, and one of them is just like an old man screaming, "Shut up!"
Oh, I can sing lullabies.
It's a little varmint.
It's a little varmint. Look at it.
Jesus Christ, water slide!
Look at it. I want you all to look at it.
Oh no!
That's good. That's good. I'm glad I did that.
Oh,
it
that
was
was
it was a
awesome.
possibility, but I was not thinking of doing it so soon. But yeah, let's roll with it.
Yep, I'm gonna have to now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Squeaks is there, ready to catch.
Wait, it's not like a cannon. She's not gonna poop out. The
She
baby.
is not. She is not digging in there for the placenta, though. Fuck that.
All right.
No, but we need the placenta.
I don't want the placenta.
It's a
Ew.
loot item.
Ew.
Human placenta.
Use it to fertilize trees.
It's a spell component, man. We need
Is
it.
it?
God.
It
Do
will
you
be.
get it then? I don't cast
Well,
It will
spells.
be
then
now.
go get Kieran.
Perhaps
When-
we should keep
When
it just
when
in
the
case.
placenta is actually the bag of holding.
Yes, yes. Everybody, just follow the sounds of panicked squawking.
Bird noises.
You'll find me.
Reggie probably would notice that.
She's just like, it's blood, the blood, and then the baby starts coming out. I'm fine.
Just gonna hear squawking and oh god!
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Get that
did we
thing away
leave
from my
it?
baby.
Could we still help?
You are heading your way to the library. You don't know what's going on.
All right.
I mean, I might if you're loud enough
If you
to
are,
I
scream.
I
see
mean,
fucking
probably.
Lottie turning around and running away.
Lottie, maybe you could help, or maybe you care more about finding pigs for the carriage. Maybe
If
you don't
I was
care
gonna
about a
say,
woman being going to labor.
What
I
the
will
hell
say
is
this.
even that?
I will say this. I will say this. Moggy, not Moggy. Well, Moggy, wrong bird. Fuck. Squeaks. If Squeaks comes for help, Lottie will come. But
What?
she is no. Lottie will come help. Jesus Christ.
I know.
But but I will say also, birthing babies is uniquely outside of Lottie's skill set in every way, shape, or form.
I mean, the
And
lady
even
just
more for
told
Squeaks.
the lady just told Squeaks that, oh, you should pretty much eavesdrop on the guards. Do you think she's gonna let them take her away?
In fact, her mother died in childbirth, so she might be slightly traumatized by the thing.
That's
We
okay, guys. It's okay. Squeaks got this.
roll to not be afraid anytime a baby's mentioned.
Oh,
Like fairy godparents, except babies.
Yes.
Babies.
Mom's giving birth.
Babies.
No, no. Yeah. Don't worry. I got this, guys. I got this.
I take my short sword out.
oh no.
Cut the umbilical cord. Oh, I
Time to
missed.
Time to perform a cesarean, or as I call it, a squeaksarian.
Oh God, no.
A circumcision. That's bad. But I am a bad person.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I am a bad person leading this Curse of Strahd
Yes, you are.
campaign, and you are in for more badness.
I thought it was Curse of Strahd, not Cursed Strahd.
Cursed Strahd. That's good.